DC's movies kind of suck.
Well, hold on, man. I'll give him a chance.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Weekday 1-Up. We got Drew Drooby-Dooby-Doo here.
What's up, guys?
He's from Nakamacast, and also he's on Commission Reviews whenever we go to cons. And you guys have seen him in the past. He's been on the show before.
Yes, sir. First time this season.
Yeah, first time this season. Welcome to season 2, Drew. How's it feel?
Feels good.
Oh, it feels good.
Yeah.
We don't have Nate here because he likes to work for a living.
What an idiot.
Yeah, what a guy.
Blue collars, right?
Effing blue collar kid. Should be more no collar like me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Survivor, blue collar versus no collar versus white collar. I'm into it.
All right, so today we're talking about...
This was actually a suggestion, I want to say.
Okay.
The Mighty Quinn 3000 suggested this as a question. He wanted to know, what can the DC universe, or the DC cinematic universe do to come back?
Oh, shit.
To make it. What's up?
I need my notes.
Oh, you got notes. I thought you were getting a call or something.
No.
And I was like, well, we could make a whole episode out of this.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just do that. So, yeah.
Open my phone.
I don't know a ton about DC, I'll say it right off. But I feel like I know enough to make my way through this. Who wants to go first? Not me.
Well, what are we starting off with?
Wherever you want to start. What do you think they can do?
Let's talk about what
Do you want
they
to start
have messed up on.
Yeah, let's start with the problems. What have they done wrong?
Well, the problems that they have, and I'll even admit it, is that they're rushing it.
Zack Snyder. Problem number one.
No, he did good on Man vs. Steel. I think he'll do good.
I thought Man vs. Steel was a good movie.
Right on, bro. In the minority. But my problem with it is that they're rushing it way too hard. They're trying to compete with Marvel so hard, which is famous. Like, they've always hated each other.
Well, there's the answer right there. Just forget Marvel exists.
Yeah,
But they can't do that. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're messing up because this is something they haven't done yet, but they're doing it. They already announced that they're going to do Justice League first before they do like tons of individual movies. They're doing some, obviously, but before they give them all like individual movies, they're going to do Justice League first. Mm-hmm. That's a mistake.
I think that's a huge mistake.
They're trying to rush that out. The reason Avengers worked is because we had years of individual movies.
We had 2007 to 2000. We had 5 years.
Yeah, and we were like getting to know these characters, like they're awesome. And then Avengers came out, and it was like, oh, this works.
This is what you can do. The first time that superheroes have ever teamed up in a movie before, and I think writing done well. I think it could work, but I just think the reason they're not is because they don't want people to say, oh, you're just copying Marvel. You know, you're leading up to a Justice League movie, blah blah blah, and people will say it.
People are gonna say it anyway.
Yeah, people.
That Justice League movie's gonna come out, and people are still gonna be like, "Oh, they just want to be the Avengers."
Mm-hmm, even though I think the Justice League was first.
Not in the cinematic universe,
okay.
though.
But that's what I think is being done wrong. What do you think is being done wrong, Drew?
Yeah, give us some of your notes, man.
Because
I don't have any notes about what they're doing wrong. I just put down some movies that they could do that I hope they do.
Okay.
Oh, you got movies that you want them to do?
Yeah.
What is Ant-Man? Ant-Man's Marvel.
Yeah, he's Marvel.
Okay.
That looks good. You finally agree that looks good.
I saw the new trailer and it does look good.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like
it
blowout
or something.
I don't think it's gonna be insanely good, but I think it's gonna be good.
You know, Stan Lee was even surprised that they were making an Ant-Man movie. They were asking him like on a red carpet thing one time, and they were like, he was like, "Oh, we're making all these movies now. We're making Ant-Man for God's sakes, Ant-Man."
Yeah, but off of Ant-Man, do you have anything that you think they're doing wrong right now?
Is Catwoman DC?
Yes.
They did a terrible job on that.
For what?
That's
for Halle Berry. Wasn't she Catwoman?
She was, but we're talking like now. Halle Berry was Catwoman back in like forever.
Oh, you're talking about what they can do now? Green Lantern was a big mistake, right?
Train!
Shoot.
The one thing I think that was perfect for Green Lantern was I loved Ryan Reynolds as Hal Jordan.
I think they made a mistake putting Ryan Reynolds in because, hear me out, well, not only is he Deadpool. Yeah.
That's gonna be good.
But, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I know it doesn't matter. I know he's a different Green Lantern. But they should have had a black guy.
They are going to.
But they should have just right away. Originally, it should have been just because so many people our age grew up with the cartoon thinking he's black, who didn't read the comics, and then they're like, "Why is he white all of a sudden?" I don't know. That weirded me out a little bit. Before I really looked into it,
there was a lot of talk about that when it first came out. They're like, "Why is he black?"
But that was from people our age. But I knew that there was.
I know, but you gotta remember, people our age are like the biggest people seeing movies. We're the demographic that they're shooting for.
Yeah.
Right. But I do agree with we'll do the things they're doing right in a minute. Are we done with wrong stuff?
If we can move into what they're doing right, if you want to.
Okay. Well, what they're doing right, original.
Sorry. No.
God, you're such a hater.
I'm a Marvel fan, guys.
I just don't know the difference between Marvel movies. It says Marvel at the beginning of it. Mm-hmm. I can't tell if are the new Batman series, is that DC?
Yeah,
Batman. Superman.
DC is the original comic creators, the Detective Comics. Mm-hmm. Marvel,
Marvel was started before Stan Lee, but it wasn't Marvel because Captain America was the first thing. But then Stan Lee came along and started doing his own thing.
They're comic book studios.
Yeah.
That are now getting movies made.
Yeah, Marvel is actually a movie studio now too.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't know what the difference is because Marvel, like you say, you have that Marvel thing at the beginning of every movie they have. DC, I don't see that. I don't see anything.
Yeah, they do it in DC.
They have movies. A DC thing.
The DC thing comes up.
Oh, okay. Well,
DC's like, do you know who is DC and who's Marvel?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you just didn't know the difference.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're claiming the movies that they're doing. Like, I can't tell which one is theirs or not. Like, if they're claiming all the movies, like the Catwoman.
Yeah, anything that comes from DC is claimed. Catwoman, the only reason we're not including it is just because it's so old now.
Yeah, like
we're talking about the stuff within like the past.
We also aren't talking about the original Spider-Man movies either.
Yeah,
we're talking
about
2007 forward.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
Gotcha.
So what I think they're doing right. Originally, I didn't agree, but we talked about it on the Comic Cast. But I think they're doing the casting right. Originally, I thought Ben Affleck was terrible. More thought about it, and after seeing the trailer for Batman v Superman, I think he's going to crush it. He's going to do great in that role.
Another movie that's a mistake, Batman v Superman. We were talking about their mistakes.
Cody is
dear Lord.
The amount of hate I'm going to get in the comments on this one is going to be insane.
Are you just doing it for troll bait?
No. I'm not trying to troll bait you guys. I don't think that movie looks good. I thought the trailer looked bad.
I'm just going to go into that.
I think Ben Affleck looks great. I think he looks like an amazing Batman.
I think he's
give him some standalone Batman.
I think you're
movies.
going into it with the completely wrong idea.
Like I said in the Comic Cast, I think that the one thing that's gonna be good about that movie is all the other people that are in it.
Cameos.
I am gonna laugh at you so hard when you come out of that movie and be like, "Dude, this movie's awesome."
And that's what I hope I do. I hope I love it.
I really hope I love it too. I just because I know me, I know I'm probably gonna at least like it.
Drew,
are they Fantastic Four? DC?
Fantastic Four is Marvel.
That was Stan Lee's first.
Marvel is so strong. I can see why they're trying so hard to catch up. They got a lot of stuff to compete against, but like you said, they need to just take their time.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, they need to. Obviously, they can't block out Marvel that it exists, but they need to do their own little path and stop. It's not a rabbit. It's not a race. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm sure they've got a plan, just like Marvel has a plan. I'm sure.
Well, at the same time, though, it kind of is a race because superhero fatigue is setting in hard nowadays. It's a race until people just 10 years from now.
Especially since they got movies planned till 2019 at least.
Yeah, and by those movies when they're coming out, people are gonna care, but I think the vast majority is just gonna be like, I'm kind of done with this. Mm-hmm. Hopefully by that time it'll be anime movies.
I feel like they got a lot of potential though. Like I was looking up like all their comics, they got a lot of stuff they can do. I don't know why they're jumping into a Justice League right now.
What did you want to see? You said you had written down stuff that you want to see.
Like that, I'd like to see them do.
Yeah.
Now I liked Cyborg.
They're making a Cyborg movie.
Who's gonna do?
But they don't know yet.
He's been cast.
Good.
Huh?
Cyborg is cast.
Is he?
Yeah, he was cast for Batman v Superman.
Gotcha.
Is he?
Oh yeah, you showed me him. You showed me him.
Yeah, he's cast.
I didn't like the guy.
He's a big black dude.
Yeah, he's
looks good.
Okay.
And then I would love to see a Nightwing spin-off of that.
That would be a good idea.
The Chris Nolan universe.
Yeah, it didn't have to be Chris Nolan, but I just want to see a Nightwing movie.
I agree.
And then, like I told you earlier on the podcast, Beast Boy, I think that'd be awesome.
I would love a Beast Boy.
Just a straight up Beast Boy.
And obviously, Aquaman's gonna have his own thing.
Teen Titans.
I would just love a Teen Titans.
Forget Justice League. Make a Teen Titans.
Some Teeny Titans.
And Booster Gold.
Well, I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure what that is.
He's a comic. I looked him up and I read his backstory and stuff like that. He's DC. I think it'd be tight to make him. It's like he has a little time travel thing, power, or whatever. It's pretty cool.
So you think that they need to just chill out?
I think they do need to chill
out. Forget Batman v Superman. I mean, which is obviously happening.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
But forget
the Justice League.
Forget that. Forget the Justice League. Forget the big movies that have all these people in it, and just go smaller scale.
Yeah, I mean, if they do just throw all the Justice League in together, all the characters, that's gonna take away from each individual character. Like you said, we had all this time to get to know each character of Avengers. They're not all main characters now, but we know their story. We know that why they're here, what they've been through. If they do Justice League, people are gonna be like, oh, these superheroes are badass, but I don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
Or how they got to this point, or
we're
why
not
they're
gonna have
doing
time to care about them.
No.
Because we care about the Avengers not because the movie gave us time. The other movies already gave us time to learn the characters and care. Mm-hmm. So we went in caring. We're not going to go into the Justice League caring. I think, my personal opinion, as someone who obviously have already stated that I'm not super DC fanboy at all, is that whatever they did with the Dark Knight series, they just need to replicate that everywhere. Bring it all just super down to earth like they did with that. Make it all gritty as can be.
Well, the problem with Dark Knight and with that one is the Dark Knight movies, as Batman as they are, they're more about the city. They're less. I heard. I think it was Colin or Greg. One said that they're not really about Batman. Yeah. They're about the city of Gotham. And I agree with you. I think they should make it a little more gritty like that. But when you look at the Batman movies, over time in those movies, there's less and less actual Batman in those. Like there's in the 2.5-hour movie of Dark Knight Rises. Batman himself, not Bruce Wayne, is in that movie 30 minutes of the 2.5 hours. And that's spread out. I mean, and you don't really notice because it's awesome, but I want to see a lot of these superheroes. That's one of the reasons I like the Marvel movies. I do like the Marvel because it's like a perfect balance of everything. You see a lot of Tony Stark, you see him, and you see a lot of Iron Man.
I like about Marvel, sorry to interrupt you, but just because you mentioned Tony Stark, is I like that there's people like Tony Stark who it's not like, I'm Superman, or I'm Batman, but I gotta hide my identity. I can't let the world know. I like Tony Stark just being out like, yeah, I'm effing Iron Man. Deal with it.
Well, Spider-Man has to keep it. Spider-Man's your favorite superhero.
But the difference is Spider-Man's relatable. I think, which I know this is the argument that everybody does, but Spider-Man could be me, dude. He's like a nerdy kid who just suddenly gets bit by a spider. He grew up his whole life not like a god. I know I'm saying I like Marvel, but he's not like Thor who grew up as a god. He's just like your everyday dude. He's smart, but he's not like, I don't think he's Tony Stark smart.
He's not Tony Smart.
Before he gets bit. I think after he gets bit, he gets even smarter. But, I don't know. I like how relatable it all is.
I honestly think I follow this page. It's called All Things DC and Marvel, and I agree with everything they've said. And they're starting this hashtag. It's called In the Feud. And I really think there just needs to be stop hate on whether I'm a Marvel boy or DC boy. How about I'm just a fan of comics and superheroes?
But it'll never happen.
It won't, but I mean...
It'll never happen because look at the console wars. It'll never happen.
It won't, but... I like superheroes, and I think you should just like what you get. And that goes for you especially.
What do you mean?
You hate DC, apparently.
I have a disdain for DC because they repeat the same story arcs over and over again. Why does the Joker have to have 50 story arcs? Kill him.
It's different writers.
Kill him.
It's different.
I don't care. It's time for the dude to just be dead. Let's get some other bad guys. This is a whole nother video that we're getting into now.
The Batman comic I'm reading right now. It's called The Court of Owls, and it's about the people he's fighting are the Court of Owls. That's new. I've never heard that, and it's awesome.
Well, we got to move into the question block, man.
All right.
We're on a time crunch. What do you guys think about the DC?
In the feud.
What do you guys think about the DC cinematic universe? What can they do? What are they doing wrong? What are they doing right? Because I'm not going to say they're doing everything wrong. Obviously, I'm not the majority with not liking DC. The only thing DC that's come out recently that I like is the Dark Knight series.
And you haven't even finished that.
You're right, I haven't.
You haven't finished Dark Knight?
No, I haven't watched the last one. Let's move on to the question block. Dakota, you want to answer it?
All right. Question of the...
The Mighty Quinn 3000, who actually suggested the topic,
hey, buddy,
asks, and each one of us is gonna answer.
Okay.
Who's your favorite villain? One character whose actions make you scrunch up with hate.
Oh man,
in
Joffrey?
DC or just
anything.
Villain.
Who's your favorite villain? Or is it favorite or just
Favorite villain that makes you scrunch up with hate. So I guess the one that like
Oh, not my favorite then.
gets you. Yeah, he's not really. I guess not really. He's your favorite, but the one that really like makes you.
The one you just. There's villains you. Actually, most villains in shows are like you hate. They're the people you love to hate.
Yeah.
Like Darth Vader, Joker, Bane.
Oh, I know a villain you love to hate. Rachel and Brendan from Big Brother.
Oh my god, I hate them so much. They're the Joffrey of reality TV.
No joke.
But no, if we're talking a villain I straight up hate,
this.
then I'm in the majority of most people in saying that Joffrey is terrible. Joffrey is the worst thing on the planet.
Are we talking about the villain itself, or are we talking about
The villain himself, the character.
the character?
What character do you just like?
Like
he's
we
just a
don't like them,
bad
or we're
guy?
just like, damn, I can't believe he's doing this.
Both.
Both.
Either or, like just a bad guy. Like really gets you. This is a bad dude.
Oh, I got two.
Okay, who's the other one?
I said Joffrey's one I hate, but my favorite villain in anything all time, and I know everybody likes him, but it's the Joker. The Joker is I just love that character. I know you just made a whole thing about how
About that they should kill him?
yeah, and I in some way agree. They did kill him in one series, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, they've killed him in several, but I just love that character because he's so complex. Like there's a lot going on there more than just a crazy clown.
All right, what do you got, Drew?
Yeah.
You have to skip me. I'm trying to think.
Bro, I was trying to get you to go so I could think.
I just wasn't expecting this question. You
Out
guys
of all
should
the
give me a heads
anime
up.
and movies.
Oh, I thought we were just doing Marvel.
No, this is
No,
everything.
this is
We're off of
everything.
Marvel. Every media, anything.
Pay attention.
A villain that I love, but I don't really hate, doesn't really answer it, is like Xemnas and Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts.
yeah,
I love them, but Xemnas never does anything that's like, oh, you're such a terrible dude. Like, God,
He's
you're
got
so
good
bad.
reasons for everything he's doing.
Bowser's a douche.
Gosh.
Oh, dude, I know a villain that I love
Okay.
to hate, but he's still not like as bad as like Joffrey. It's like Ganon.
Yeah.
I love Ganon, but he does do some bad stuff. Like in Twilight Princess, dude is a bad guy.
Ganon's not.
Dang,
he's
I'm
not good
brain
people.
farting right now.
I don't know,
How
dude.
many?
I can't think of any villain that stands out to me.
Right? That's what I'm
What
trying
about
right
the
here, man.
homunculi from Fullmetal
There are
I
Alchemist?
some
didn't think
very
he was
homunculi.
that bad.
Any of them? Any of the homunculi?
I'm trying to think of anime right now.
Dear Lord, man.
There's some villains, man, that have just like straight up
I'm just
slaughtered.
good on the
man.
protagonist. I can go protagonist all day.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, who has just straight up slaughtered people that I just hate?
Frieza's pretty bad, isn't
You
he?
got
Frieza is a terrible
Darth
dude.
Vader, any of the Darths.
Darth Vader's not a villain.
He was when he was slashing up Padawans.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is one that I love to hate.
Darth Vader.
Like that he's really mean. He's really bad. I know one but it's not just one guy. But like the Titans, man. And Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like them as just as antagonists. They're like so terrible, man.
They are.
the main
They're
antagonist from the Parasite. You don't like?
Dude, I hate Light Yagami.
Yes.
That was somebody I love to hate.
Yes,
Because he got to this point where I was just like, somebody needs to kill this dude.
he's terrible. I don't think he's finished it, so don't spoil.
I'm sorry.
You good?
You didn't spoil anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't spoil it.
I was about to. It's just
Oh,
Light
sorry, I
Yagami.
spoiled. Oh, I'm
because
sorry, I didn't
at
spoil
the beginning you like him, and then at the end it's just like this dude.
That's a
is just
really
evil.
good pick, Drew. That's a really
You
good
know
pick.
what?
Any of the One
Spoilers.
Piece villains? None of the One Piece villains you can think of?
Well, I do hate a lot of them, but I can't just straight up hate them because I hate a lot of the world government, but at the same time, what they're doing is for justice.
They're
Trying to do it for good.
Villains are hard to hate because villains are really, really cool. Like,
The thing about villains
there's a
also
reason
is...
you love to hate them because you love the character.
Well, the other thing that makes it hard to hate them and just be like their evil acts are so bad is because a lot of villains, they make them really realistic where, like, it's honestly a point of view. Like in One Piece, the villains are technically the good guys. Like, they're the world government, and we hate them because what they're doing to the pirates and, like, all that. But it's just another point of view.
Pirates. Yeah, I remember that.
Like, it's just another point of view.
Yeah.
Like, you look at it a different way. Like, The Joker, I think, is different in this example. It's not another point of view. The dude's crazy. He's killing to kill. But a lot of villains and stuff, like when I said Xemnas, his point of view is he's evil just because he wants to get his heart back. He wants to get his body back. Like, there's a reason.
I got a counter thing to all these villains of One Piece.
Okay.
Inaru
did have a goal. He wanted to get off of there. He wanted to go to the moon.
He wasn't a villain. He wasn't part of the government though. He was just a dude that ate a really strong fruit.
But I'm just saying he's still like.
No, they all got gold, but I mean it's not like he's technically the good guy though.
But he wasn't doing anything, I think, to be evil. He wasn't trying to oppress people. He was just trying to reach his goals.
I think either way that makes you villain.
Guys, we got to really wrap it up. We're way over, and we got another one to do. We got to get Drew out of here. It's follow me and Dakota.
Follow Cody
on Twitter. You see it right here. Check it out. Share this thing to people.
And when you're sharing it, make sure you use the hashtag WD1UP.
It's right there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.
I'm coming this way. Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to watch yesterday's video, click right here in the center of the screen.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And read the description to find our other channels, plus our Twitch and more.
Nice, bro.
Could you keep that in?